my children. It's been a pretty good day, I'd say. I hope you have a good night.
Daddy, wait, you gotta read us a bedtime story.
Oh, silly me. What story would you like for me to read?
Tell us the one about the bear.
Okay, then. It all started back in the 60s, where William Afton and his partner Henry created Fredbear's Family Diner that starred a bear as its mascot, which was mostly worn by Henry at the time. William was charged with the alleged murder of a child in front of the diner, which is where he met his wife, with whom he had children. Michael, Elizabeth, as well as a younger brother whose name is unknown. It is known, though, that he died by being shoved in the mouth of one of the animatronics by Michael himself. Michael found Fredbear to be very boring, which led William to make a yellow rabbit named Bonnie, which led to the success of the diner. William used the money earned to make springlock versions of his suits, which of course are both Bonnie and Fredbear, which of course only made them more rich. And as time went on, a company called FFP bought the diner that erased both the names of Henry and William from possession. Fazbear Entertainment was then born, which infuriated William to the point of cutting everyone off from the company. Henry, on the other hand, applied to work as an instructor behind a phone when the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opened in the early 70s. Even though a new branch was opened, Fredbear's Family Diner was still opened as a sister location. William's free time would include building robots, and founded Afton Robotics. The new sister location would be known as Circus Baby's Pizza World, funded by William by selling children's organs on the black market. To fuel his bloodlust, he made his new animatronics killing machines that were perfect to lure in children. This also included his own daughter Elizabeth, who he blamed on Michael for not protecting her. This led to the pizzeria closing and the divorce between William and his wife. Despite being far away from Michael, he installed cameras wherever he could, as well as Michael's sister, who was possessing the security system. Sometimes when Michael wasn't aware, he would be drugged and taken to a replication of his room and forced to survive against nightmare versions of the Fazbear animatronics to what he did to his brother. After all this though, one thing still needed to be done: ruin Fazbear's from the inside out. He started by using the name Dave Miller and applying for a job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. The new chain included 4 animatronics, which made William Afton even more pissed that the animatronics were made without him. He applied for security at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and wore a purple uniform, which made the kids around him call him Purple Guy. Using the spring Bonnie suit he made beforehand, he lured 5 kids into a back room, killed them, and stuffed their corpses into animatronic suits. One was a spare Fazbear suit that William painted yellow. The reason William was never caught was because Henry was found wearing the suit and was arrested. He got out years later when his fixation on wearing the suits and no proven ill will. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closed later on due to the murders and the smell that came from the animatronics. Later on, William sent Michael a letter telling him about the possessions as well as his sister still being in the Circus Baby chain. This led Michael to go to the chain and led the animatronics fusing together and forcing their way through Michael's body to escape without being noticed. Michael became a rotting corpse when the animatronics shot their way out of him, and he was still alive, somehow. He decided to do one thing after that: free the souls that his father William claimed. So he worked at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that opened in the 90s. He went by the name Mike Schmidt, but he was later fired due to his smell and tampering with the animatronics. William eventually returned to the pizzeria and dismantled the animatronics, which freed the souls within. The souls did not leave though, as they chased him to a back room. William tried to hide in his old springlock suit, but it failed, causing the springlocks to crush his whole body. The souls then left, assuming him to be dead. After a few years, the quote-unquote corpse of William was unknowingly brought to the horror attraction, based on the stories revolving around the franchise. William eventually awoke in his new animatronic body and decided to track down the new security guard working at the new horror attraction. William failed as the attraction burnt down along with him. After a while, Michael became a franchisor for the rebrand of the Fazbear Entertainment, and was given $100 to test their venue. Michael is guided by Henry to gather all of his family members' souls in one place so they can be burnt down, which Michael eventually does. After the dust cleared, William's animatronic circuit boards were used to make a video game based on the quote-unquote myths surrounding the Fazbear chain. William's spirit tries to guide a player towards his release, and with the help of his follower, returns to his animatronic body. William then remembered everything. His victims, his children that have to live with what he's done, all because his restaurant was bought out, and after all this time, he still lives while the children he murdered go on in peace. Good night! Well, fuck me, I guess.